Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Superintendent Hallam.
It's Sergeant Parrish, sir. Constable Shelton. Welcome to Hartley, sir.
The Inspector, Inspector Darblay.
I'm afraid we must have got our wires crossed, sir. We weren't expecting you till tomorrow. The Inspector's off today.
No wires crossed, Sergeant. I may have to spend the day at headquarters tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, what?
Nothing, sir.
Do I know you, Sergeant?
No, sir, I don't think we met before.
Are you busy at the moment?
Nothing urgent, sir.
Well, perhaps you'd like to give me a guided tour of the station, then a guided tour of the section.
Well, there's very few in the station, sir. No one in CID.
Oh, that's fine, Sergeant. I just want to put my head round some doors. How long have you been in the force, son?
12 months, sir.
You married?
Yes, sir.
You settled in the job, enjoying it, no complaints?
None, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good lad.
We can start with the CID room, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant.
That's about the last of the old mills left standing round here, sir. Of course, it's not used now. And as you can see, it's right on the edge of the section.
I suppose it's mainly local crime, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. I'm mainly juvenile. Occasionally a bit of mobility of crime problem off the motorway. Apart from that, most of our lads are local, know the area well, grew up with the villains.
A woman?
Yes, sir?
The Inspector?
Yes, sir.
It's a bit unusual, isn't it, having a woman in charge of a section?
We thought so, sir, when we first got the news. But she's turned out to be a very good boss.
Really?
Annie. Hello.
You look terrific.
You look terrific. I look old.
Oh, get on with you.
Give us one of these. Oh, I'm parched for a cup of tea. That's one. Need to spruce up before the interview. That's two.
Then we'll go home and do all that, and I'll drive you to your interview.
Well, are you sure you've got the time?
Of course, day off for you.
Oh, thanks.
Train was back on
I
time.
know.
I just made it.
Oops.
Okay.
Yes. You'd swear I'd never come back. But it's great to be up north again.
We've missed you, you know.
Oh. You're not going to believe what I'm going to ask you.
Go on. It's this red one here.
I was sitting in a restaurant in Montreal when I made the decision to come back. And I promised myself the first thing I'd do when I got back is go to the old Rosario tea rooms.
Of course. It's on the way home, anyhow.
Right.
Put that one in the front.
Okay.
Is this bringing back memories?
Yes, you bet it does. I used to walk up here a lot. Aren't we coming up to Moortop Point?
Yeah.
Oh, let's stop and have a look. We've got the time.
Yeah, of course, right.
Lovely.
Actually, this is the boundary of my patch.
Fancy you being top police person of Hartley.
Just fancy.
Is that Harlington Mills chimney I can see over there?
Hmm.
Oh, I thought it would have been closed down by now. It was teetering on bankruptcy when I was working there.
I think the process rag's there now.
My office used to be just above the dye bays. The smell used to get into my clothes, the smell of road tar and dead fish.
You're an incurable romantic, Annie.
You can more or less see the boundaries of the section from over this wall, sir. East Hartley. And then over there to that far hill, beyond the quarries. That's about the lot of our patch, sir.
A high unemployment area?
Not particularly, sir. Hartley's mills were going to the wall in the 30s. We have a long experience of coping with slumps. There's a lot of small factories on the industrial estate. Some on the margin, no doubt, but some thriving.
Hundreds of years of dark, satanic mills, and still man hasn't ruined the purity of the air off the moors. What's your name, Sergeant?
Parish, sir.
Oh, that's your surname.
George, sir.
Are we going to get on well, George?
I hope so, sir.
It's got to be more than hope in our game. Necessity, isn't it? The new superintendent has men he can trust to ably assist him through the changes he's going to make. Do you know that line from Thomas Carlyle? It's about the time when, quote, the ripple in the air rolled down as yet unpolluted by Dyer's chemistry. The English just got fed up with working, didn't they? I put that down totally to bankruptcy of the spirit, to moral decay. However, there are some people left who didn't get fed up with the idea of hard work. And I'm one of them. Obviously, I've driven through Hartley many times. About 15 years ago, a mate of mine, Dave Brewster, came here for a couple of years. Did you know Dave Brewster?
No, sir.
And then, of course, there's Joe Beck. He was in Colliston in my time, oh, about 10 years back. I was glad to see he was on the strength at Hartley. He's a good man.
Yes, sir.
I've never yet found anything perfect in the way the force organises itself. There's always room for improvements. Sometimes little ones, sometimes major ones. I think I'll have to talk today to Mrs. Darblay. Could you give her a phone?
She's off today.
Only if it's convenient, of course.
Look at them. Nothing's changed.
Time and prices stand still at the Rosario tea rooms.
Oh, no, I've got to have the scones and cream and the rubbery raspberry jam.
Not for me. I've got a uniform to get into, and when I don't, it shows. Do you know my last recollection of you? The last time I came over to Hartley to see you?
No.
We had that terrible meal in that terrible Italian restaurant, the Polo Rosso, all the spaghetti stuck together. And you said, I'm getting on that train and I'm heading south and then west, and I shall never head north again for the rest of my life.
Very dramatic.
What made you come back, Annie?
Loneliness.